This is the full gameplay matchup, 5 players deathmatch for Mayg. Now, most of you have seen our retro art. This game's based in the 90s, ragdoll physics, a lot of the firing and the weapon mechanics, and some gameplay, but this is the full gameplay itself. And so it's winner take all, and what ends up happening is that you have 20 seconds to act. So in this case, we have Rush X, and much like a poker game or a card game, because it's turn-based, and it's a competitive game, what you're doing in the first couple of rounds is you're trying to position yourself and try to see what's going on around you. Next up, we have Kanya, and she's on a lower floor here, and the club is quite big. I would estimate it to be at least like 20,000 square feet large, and so she's just getting positioned here. What she's doing right now, she's dropping a mine, okay, which is a lipstick, and it takes about 1 second to arm, and it's a proximity mine. And so next time someone runs it in its radius, it will explode. And it's one of the only weapons you can use in between your turn, like during your turn. So normally your turn will end when the 20 seconds are up or when you shoot a weapon. And then you can see there is a move limit here as well. So when you hit the move limit, a little red barrier is gonna kind of pop up, showing that that's as far as you can run. And it's in the nature of a turn-based game. So you might think 20 seconds is a long time, but you'll see that it gets a lot quicker simply because like when someone does fire and take an action, then their turn is automatically finished. So at this point, we have Bella, she's on the top there. She sees Rush X, tosses the bottle, which is basically like a grenade. It just hits her a little bit there. It ends up rolling. So each weapon has its own firing mechanics, so you kind of have to really get to know it. Also, the entire club is destructible. And so what this does is it changes the playing field every time that you're playing with it. But this game, obviously, instead of doing a blind shot here like Cinderella, if you have line of sight, obviously, you're going to get direct hit or close to it. This game has a lot of different damage that's, dealt. There's direct weapon damage, like splash damage, collision damage, particle damage, fall damage. And right here we have Rush X, and she just went right up and she ended up doing a melee attack. And so how you do that in the game is you simply just run up to the character and then your turn is ended. The melee attack is a little bit unique as it does, I believe, 10 damage per hit when you get up to them. So because it hits you in 3 different instances, that comes in pretty handy later when you'll see the power-ups. One of the power-ups is a shield, and what that does is the shield will basically negate any damage you take, the first bit of damage. So if there's a particle, you'll lose it. And here's a power-up. Rena's up, okay, and she's gotten more ammunition. So if you look at the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see the different weapon, the weapon that you're actually armed at right now, and it'll have a number there, and it'll show how much ammo you have. She's using a bag right now. The bag is kind of like a guided missile. You use a WASD to actually move it when it gets thrown, and then the camera follows it. So that particular weapon, if you end up getting skillful, you could hit someone from across, the club. Here we go. Bella is taking another shot at Cinderella this time, and just does a little bit of particle damage. I think she took like 11 there. So the farther you are from the blast radius, the less damage you'll do. Cinderella's here, and she's going to use some shoes. Shoes are like boomerangs. They can do a hit on the way, and if they miss, and if you're still in the trajectory, they can do another hit. They're slightly elliptical in their tossing, and Cinderella, she's missed here. We're up at Rush X, and here she is. She's going to use the bag again, and kablow. And you can see the movement of the bag, that they were basically using the WASD keys to move it around a little bit to extend the range. Here we have Kanya again, and she's going to use the shoes. Let's see if she's successful here. So each weapon has a different firing mechanic. You'll see that she's missed again, but she didn't get the aiming arc across her opponent. Here's Reina. And the game is starting to kind of heat up a little bit. So when it's not your turn, you can't do anything at all, but what you can do is really observe. So I guess locational memory is very important here. Here we go, she's overshot it. Yeah, you can see that up and down motion there. What's good about the bag is that it's a very tight blast radius, and so it does a lot of damage if you get a close hit. As well, it has a lot of knockback for the ragdoll kind of journey that you'll take. So right here, Bella got right at Kanya's feet, and if you see to the right, you'll see the damage meter. So the green line around the images is your health, and so she took multiple damage through damage instances. Here we go, you see the red barrier, that's your move limit. She's dropped a mine. It's getting back here. It's gonna hit her with the bag. And this is a combination you can do. You only get 2 mines, so boom, boom. Yeah, so she took the initial damage, and then she took the lipstick damage, and then she took some particle damage as well. Yeah, so the particles on the club, when they explode, if you get hit with them, yeah, they do a little bit of damage. We have the ninja card here, the credit card, which is the ninja card. This weapon's unique in the sense that it's more like a sniper type of weapon, but what will happen is that whoever gets hit with it will take 3 damage moving forward. Kanya's being tricky here. She's gonna drop a mine. There it is, which is the lipstick. It's a pretty big lipstick actually. And she's gonna hit her with the credit card, do some extra damage here. Boom. Now, like, the thing that does the most amount of damage in the game is the nuclear luggage, but you only have 2 of them. So here they're just trying to maximize what their the damage is, and she's dead. And whenever you die in the game, you leave behind your soul or the power up, and that's the purple. The other power ups are different colors. You can get ones for shield, more ammo, health, and extra damage. Here's Reina. Okay, she's trying the bag. Direct hit, boom. Right into mine as well. And 1 particle damage. Here we have Bella.
Go.
And she's up here. No one's decided to come and get her for this entire game. And so, like, the height matters. You can go all the way up to the rafters as well. But you will take fall damage if, they break it down. Here we go, more of a long range hit. And just misses. And no damage there at all. Rush X is next.
Your play.
So you have 4 players now, and so the game obviously is getting quicker with just 4 players. There's a player there, she dropped a lipstick. Oh, and she's going for it all. So the max damage on this is direct hit is 50. So let's see how much damage she actually takes here. Oh, she took like 40, mid 40s and another 15, so that was a huge amount. Yeah. So one part of the game in the playtesting that we had done was that, if you get direct line of sight on the player, there's a problem there. And here's the mega power up here, which is a shield and health and an additional weapon. Is that when you have direct line of sight to the player, the next turn, like, they're not away from you, like, it's pretty obvious where they've run to. And so part of the ragdoll physics is that making sure that when you get hit a certain way, like if it was near the bottom or whatever like that you'd be blown further away, and then it gives you more of a chance to be no longer in the line of sight, so that the game's outcome isn't just known right away. You saw there was a little power up there. Here we go, here's Reina. She's got 0 seconds left. Boom. So Bella takes quite the turn here. And is Bella alive? No, she's bit the big one. So now we're down to 3 players here, right? And there we go. We have Bella's soul power up, the mega power up here. She gets an additional phone weapon, which isn't shown in this video, I believe. Well, they haven't used it yet. What that phone is kind of a radar. So if you phone the person, then they will basically show the location where that person is hiding. So there's like no campers here. Unfortunately, that other player had a shield, and so she wasted her turn on doing that. Now, if someone does have a shield, like, okay, she had a shield, so it will be negated by the melee attack, because the first one gets blocked, but the next 2 go through. Here we go. What is she going to do here, Reina? Reina is going to use the shoes, and she just misses it. So where the arc basically intersects the person, that's when it will hit. Here we go. Lipstick by Bella, right in front of that other player there, and she's gonna use a credit card. And I believe a combo is gonna come up right now. Boom. Reina basically gets hit into Kanye's area, triggering the mine, and both of them took some damage there. That was a great play there. And Kanye's here. Now everyone's kind of pretty much out in the open right now, but it's still pretty much anyone's game. But two of the players right now are taking bleed damage, so every turn they're taking 3. And she's going for it. This has a huge blast radius. Let's see how many she takes. 11 and 19. So yeah, Reina's dead now. And now it's mono a mono. So just based on health, it seems like Bella should win, but they're really, really close at the moment. Right? It's gonna drop a mine. And she's hit the move limit here. She drops it anyways. Hopefully there'll be enough motion. And she's gonna use a credit card. This will knock her backwards, but if she's still in the radius of the mine, she'll get hit. Nope. She got knocked backwards out of the radius of the mine. Kanye's up. And she has forgotten the mine is still there. She ends up getting hit. But Kanye's gonna go in. She saved one of her luggages. She's gonna go for it. Boom. And this is as direct as it gets. Yeah. Kanye does 46 damage. Yeah, it's nearly the max. And she definitely would have taken further fall damage. And Bella is dead. And Kanye has the winner. And that is the end of the match. So that's how the gameplay works in Mayg. It's much more tactical. Kanye's doing her victory dance there. A little shaky, shaky, right? So here she's won 5 Mayg, and she's actually also leveled up. And if you're playing, even if you lose, you still get XP. Great. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.